right, goddammit, you gotta wait a minute because I'm not live yet. All right, goddammit, it's time. I'm not gonna say a lot's going on, but you know it is. Hella shit going on. Man, I didn't know buying a car was so motherfucking hard. Well, not hard, but I'm saying if you really and truly trying to understand where you coming from when you trying to buy a car, shit, you want a deal and all that shit. But everything is going good for me. What does that say? Oh, okay. Let's just get with it because I just want to kick it with you a little while because I'm doing some things that's actually working out. And you're going to be a part of it as soon as it starts. But you know me, you got to hit this Jeezy first. I did a show, I forget when it was, but it wasn't that long ago. I talked about being selfish and conceited. Selfishness and conceit. I don't know what you think about that, or those two words, but those two words are very important words. There is a selfishness you need to have for your safety. Think about it. Who's going to protect you better than you? Or who's going to protect you first? And there's a conceitedness you have to develop. And they both are done or realized at an early age. Okay. Of course, we are humans. We as humans have been trained to be against either of these words. Until, you hear me break it down like I break it down for these people that come to SWU. I break everything down. And this is an innocent one that I can tell you. And you're just going to understand how complete my thought process is. So what I'm saying is ensuring your own survival and your own well-being, in my opinion, is not in regards negative. Now, can anybody call in and tell me what's negative about ensuring your own survival and well-being? Well, I'm sure you can't, or you won't. Because you can see you have to ensure your survival and well-being. But did you know that that's what being selfish is? Caring for yourself? Of course. We speak English. English is the only language where words that mean something can be changed to mean whatever the person that used the word wanted to mean. Selfish is a bad thing if you want everything for yourself. You want to hoard it all. But who said anything about that? 323, what's up with you, bro?
Yo, Professor, yo, this is Marcus. What's up, man?
Marcus, hey, 332. Marcus, what's happening, man?
Yeah. Not much, man. I've been busy, man. I got another movie I'm working on, so I ain't had time to catch the shows and nothing. But I wanted to answer your question, man, because I've been out here and I've been seeing a lot of misunderstanding with these guys as far as not understanding what is important. You say the harmfulness of being selfish. The harmfulness of being selfish is that you could fuck around and mess up your relationships with people and mess up your own opportunities if you don't recognize the negative aspect of like taking too much. But see, people don't understand the self-love aspect of selfishness.
Okay, wait, Marcus, wait. You getting too deep. You go see. I ain't gonna go that deep. I'm gonna be surface with what I'm saying, man. You giving shit away right now.
I'll cut it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is
that shit just be bothering me.
I know it do. Hey, Marcus, I know it do. But listen to me. What I'm saying is you see what you're supposed to see. You hear what you're supposed to see. What you're supposed to hear, which is all that's important. You know, as long as you see and hearing and you taking what you learn further, you're using it, then it's fine. You don't want to explain none of this to nobody. If you can say,
I ain't gonna lie, Professor. You right, but I'm disappointed in you, man.
Well, you about what? Why? Yeah.
Because I figured by now you would have a plan to get rid of all the suckers on Earth, man. This shit is crazy. It's like what you teach is gold, man. And it's like I see this and I see our numbers growing, which I'm proud of. So congratulations on them SWU.
Yeah, we growing, brother.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like I look around and outside of us, I'm like, damn, that's a growing number of dudes wearing fingernail polish, not standing behind what they believe in. Leaving their room behind, just not even handling their own business. Making sure you pay
Marcus, they don't have no business. They don't have no business. They lost in the sauce, bro. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You got to appreciate it, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be who you are. Because let me tell you something, man.
You know what? You know what's so damn crazy? That's right. It's funny because I sit back and I think about a lot of the shit we learned in class and just how I matriculated through the years prior to graduation. And then I reflect on the time before. Some of the shit, a very minimal amount, I knew, but I didn't have a name for it or how to use it. And I'm talking about the uses of looking at myself in the mirror and doing what I need to do. But these cats, they don't have no vision for like nothing. Their life is based upon the next man. And that's the problem.
Hey, Marcus, your life is based on you. That's why you a moving motherfucker. Your acting career taking off, you know, and all of it. And plus, this is a real actor, you guys. This is not some motherfucker that's faking it.
Professor, don't even tell him that. Fuck that. Don't even tell him that, because shit, you're a real motherfucking author. You're a real teacher. That's what's important. So the fact of the matter is that they've heard my voice before. They can Google me, and they know. And if they don't know who I am, that's too bad. They want me to know, or they'll know when it's too late for them.
Hey, you guys, listen to this, you motherfuckers. You just got a taste of some conceit. This motherfucker is conceited.
Nigga, I didn't even notice. That shit came out.
This shit is so dope that if your motherfucking ass utilize it like this man had, hey, I mean, he was already headed the way he was headed, but his path is so much clearer now because there's really more.
Hey, I'll put it to you like this. If they go through SW, they'll be able to do one thing that I did, that I'll say, hey, your lessons carried me through 4 states in 5 months to get to where I'm at now. They'll never be able to say that. 4 states, a new state every month.
Hey, check game, Marcus. The thing about SWU is a motherfucker that graduates from SWU can use his shit that night. Whereas a motherfucker that graduates from any other university ain't gonna even try to use their shit because they know they can't get a job in it. They gonna wait and use that. Huh? Go ahead.
I was just thinking that shit. They gotta submit an application to use their shit. Well, our shit it goes into wherever I'm stuck.
Hey, you can use it right now. Marcus, what grade did you get?
Huh? Oh, I could only get 100, man. I could only get an A, nothing less.
Hey, there was motherfuckers in the group that got less, wasn't
it? Did they graduate? Or did they have to
no, I'm saying, listen, no, I'm asking you, every motherfucker didn't get 100, did they?
Not every motherfucker.
But okay, so what I'm saying is, fellas, this is shit is real. And if you graduate, not only are you going to be an excellent motherfucking sidewalk university go-getter, you're going to be able to use everything you learned. Why? Because shit, if you don't...
One time right quick.
Go ahead.
One thing, so they don't get your past and what we learned confused with the game. Because that's not my lane. So when I tell it like this, y'all not here to become pimps. Y'all not here to become players and never degrade yourself to call yourself a player, be a man. At the end of the day, that is exactly what you're learning. Being a man and taking care of your shit. It's not like fuck trying to catch women. That's what y'all call in and listen for. It's a bigger picture out here. But a lot of it involves women, but you gotta learn how to see it. And if you can't see it, your life is not gonna be worth living.
Oh man, this motherfucker spit shit right, bro. Very proud of you, man.
I put my motherfucking head in the sand, man, and I live what I taught. My proof is in everything I do, and you can ask the women that fuck with me, and that's plural, about it.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it, Marcus.
Shit, man. Hey, Professor, I love you, man. I'm gonna say that publicly, yo. You changed my fucking life. Changed my fucking life, man.
Hey, man. I'm glad. If I only changed your life, I've been successful. But I'm saying,
Professor, you look. If by helping one person change their life, you know you change the lives of the people around me.
I know it.
It's a domino effect, man.
It is, man. This brother's preaching game. Hey, Marcus, listen to me, man. Understand this. Everybody used to want to kick it. You know, man, you ain't sharp enough to kick it, motherfucker. You know, you ain't got no game. You know, I'm telling you, man, what you doing now, just keep doing it. You growing, bro. This is how you kick it. This is what you want to be able to do. You don't need me telling you shit. You need to use everything. You need to use every fucking thing you learn and handle whatever the fuck it is right fucking now, just like you doing. And I know that's what you doing.
Oh, and it's funny because that's literally what the fuck I'm doing. I'm in the middle of doing, man, I'm working on music. I stopped the roll of J and called in, man, while I was listening to the show and making this. I was like, let me go ahead and chime in. Look, when you kick it with yourself for so long, and there ain't too many motherfuckers you can kick it with, you go to where you can kick it, when you can kick it.
So you can kick it, cause it's in us. Hey, it's in us. It ain't on us, bro. It was on you before, but it's in you now. Hey, you guys.
Yo, I look a late bloomer. I follow in the steps of my professor, but I was destined to bloom. You feel me?
Hey, that's why my name Rosebud, goddammit, because a rose has already bloomed. I I'm a Rosebud.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do, bro. Hey, wait, man. We having a personal show right now. I don't really, we don't want to go over everybody's head like that. So, hey, man, love you, man. And let me tell you something. Make sure you send me one of them fucking tickets to the motherfucking preview or whatever the whatever that word is for when you.
But I'm going back to my hometown in August to work on some shit. I got some other shit coming up. Man, you're gonna be. I don't never not think about you, dog. I think about making sure you're good. Think about, hey, look, I need to make sure Bud know about what I got going on.
Hey, you guys, hey, look, and he hit me.
It takes time.
He hit me regularly, letting me know. Hey, Marcus, I really appreciate you, man. And this was some dope. But let me get on. I gotta go. I got so much to talk about and only a little time.
Hey,
go ahead.
So I'm here to listen.
Go ahead. What was you finna say? Oh, okay. Hey, so, well, first of all, you can believe I paid that motherfucker $100 or $150 or $200 to call in and talk that shit. He was just talking. Or you can believe that motherfucker gained what the fuck he said he gained. I mean, I don't know what. Oh, I got another call. 216. What's up?
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but look, I got to say this, man. I should have taken your advice. I went to the strip club after you told me not to, and it was a disaster, man.
Well, I mean, you got to enlighten us. What happened?
Well, I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was looking like a fish out of water. One of the strippers tried to dance on me, and I kicked my little shit. Yeah, it was just a disaster, Rose. But the manager was staring at me, and I just kind of had left out of there. I never went back, man.
Hey, bro, you don't need no strip club. For one thing, you ain't no fucking trick. For the main thing is you don't need to pay for shit but some food or your clothes or some goddamn gas or some shit like that, man. Everything else on the man tip coming to you. Of course, if you fucking with bitches, you gonna spend some money. So don't get me wrong. I ain't saying don't spend no money. I'm saying just make sure it's all about you. Cause man, I'll tell a bitch in a minute, look, I don't want you being late, so I'm gonna pay for whatever Uber or whatever the fuck to get you over here. I don't care what that bitch think. I don't care what nobody think that I say that hear me say that. But what I do care about is convenience. I'm making my life, I work smarter, not harder. So if I want a trip about $30 that I'm gonna have to end up paying this Uber driver back and forth, shit, that's on me. Because if I don't want to trip about it, I can relax until the bitch get here. And that's what I'm about. I'm about making my shit where I can sit back, have my Steve Harvey goddamn pajamas on and my robe and all that damn shit. Sit and smoke my little cigarette, my little weed, you know what I'm saying? And be the motherfucker I am. I don't want to be standing up talking about I don't want to get dressed because the bitch might not come. And I don't want to be dressed talking about I wonder when the bitch get here. I don't want none of that. I make my life easier, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
That's where leisure comes in. I understand, and I like that. Yeah, I like that.
All right, bro. You got anything else?
I just want to say I needed that, man. Because right now I'm hungry trying to get something, but that's why I hit the strip club, and I needed those words of motivation more than anything. And I'll let you get on with your show, but I always appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. Thank you. So, what I'm saying is ensuring your own survival in your own well-being. It may be selfish, but who among us don't do it? Yes, we all do it. But we all don't admit that we do it. Why? Because we believe, oh, you selfish bastard, that means the word is bad. No. This country, not England or whatever, Britain or wherever the fuck, not England, this country, words have to be looked at in the context that they're used. Because in any other language, when you use the word up, it means to look up there. It's up. In any other language, words have singular meanings. Whatever the word is, it means this. But in this country, up can mean, do you know? Up can mean, have you done it? Up can mean, look up there. Up can mean so many different things that unless you're hearing it in the way it's being used, you're not getting the point. So whose fault is that? It certainly isn't mine, because I'm using the word. And I'm saying what I'm saying in the context of my point. And if you want to make the word I use mean something you're thinking, then that's because you didn't pay attention to what I was saying, and you have released all my responsibility to give a fuck. I ain't giving a fuck. If you ain't talking about what I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck. If you talking about the word I use, you might be doing that. But if you ain't meaning what I meant, I could give a fuck what you think. Now, what I'm saying, the very idea of thinking that looking out for your own welfare is negative is just like Mike Tyson just says, it's ludicrous. Now, what I'm telling you about are tools. These tools, my alumni deem important and necessary. You just heard one of my students, one of my graduates, a motherfucker that got straight A's. But he'll tell you, I don't give a fuck about you getting the A on the test. Can you do the assignment that involves what you learned on the test? And if you can do it, do you think I'm going to take your goddamn word for it, motherfucker? So you better record it so I can hear you doing it. Now, you can think whatever the fuck you want to think. You can think about the person they fucking with, privacy. You can think about all kind of legalities. That's because you're a punk. And you want to think about something to keep you from standing up. Because I give motherfuckers the strength to stand on what come out their mouth. What come out their mouth is what's important to me. And the only reason it's important is because they went to Sidewalk University. Therefore, now, wait, I'll tell you something else. Marcus, if you're still listening, you might not remember this nigga, Paul Wright. And Paul Wright, I called your name because you called into my show and asked, well, it wasn't my show, it was Steve's show, and asked some punk ass shit. I ain't going to repeat none of it. I'm going to just say, I let him know, man, you a punk, motherfucker. You the motherfucker. You the kind of motherfucker I was trying to tell my group not to be. You know, you get this game, and then you go home and just lazily turn it back into what you was. The same shit before, your motherfucking ass came to my school. But now you know this and you know that. I told you the curse of coming to Sidewalk University is that you're going to see shit. You're going to see shit that you wasn't seeing before. And if you don't handle it, it's going to handle you. And this punk ass nigga, Paul Wright, this punk motherfucker let this shit handle him. Then he called in to a show I was on, asking something that was so asinine. And then he said he's a student. I say, nigga, you a motherfucking liar. You ain't no motherfucking student of mine. Ain't no motherfucker that fuck with me. Gonna goddamn. And then he told me his name. And I had to admit to everybody, goddamn, man, this motherfucker was a student. But he can attest to this. I told that motherfucker, man, just because you come to Sidewalk University and graduate, don't mean you ain't gonna revert back to being a punk. Because in school, you gotta understand, all you doing is learning shit. In life, your ass better be applying the shit you learned. And if you don't, you're gonna be like you was before you learned it. And that's what that punk ass nigga is. I hope you call me punk motherfucker any motherfucking way. I'm branching out. And my goal is to be on 3 or 4 different channels this year. And my message is really clear. And it's picking up steam. I, as a former pimp, have the keys to what's important to any woman. Ha. Now, I'll let you marinate on that for a second. My message to your motherfucking ass is that I, as a former pimp, whose record is clean, I see you 773, I'll hit you in a minute, whose record is clean as a motherfucker, had hoes until I stopped, never was without bitches. So what I'm saying is I know what's important to women. And at the top of that list is being a stand-up man about yours. Now, 773, I'm going to get you, bro, and thanks for waiting. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, bud? So I just wanted to echo and confirm what you were saying about how your eyes will be open to all kind of other stuff and you'll see things after going through the course. So I had an experience yesterday. I was in the lab and we was doing research and an older black gentleman walked in and he walked up to the receptionist and he was totally out of pocket with some of the things he was saying to her. And so I just sat back and listened and she was handling herself okay at first. But then she got a little bit above her head because he got disrespectful. So I stood up and I said, sir. I had to say sir to him 4 different times and get more aggressive each time before he finally acknowledged what I was saying. And I said, you're being inappropriate and it stops now. And then he didn't say anything. I said, sir, did you hear me? And he's like, why you got to talk to me like that? I said, because as a man, that is not the way you talk to a lady. You're being inappropriate. And I said, and for you to be the age that you are, you should know what it is to be a man by now. Otherwise, you just an old fool. Well, you ain't got to call me a fool. I said, I didn't call you a fool. I said, if you don't know what it is to be a man by the age that you are and the way it is to talk to a woman, then you're a fool, if you fit the definition. He was quiet. I sat back down, left it alone. And then afterwards, he said, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. He said, I'm 72 years old. I'm a veteran. I'm lonely. I don't have much people to talk to. And I don't know what came over me. I don't know, why I did that. So I got up and I went and talked to him. I said, listen, I introduced myself to him and stuff. I stuck my hand out and shook his hand. And I said, you got to step your game up. I said, all you got to do is be yourself and just be honest. I said, come on, let me talk to you in the hallway for a minute. So we stepped outside in the hallway and I told him, I said, when you came in the room, all you had to say was the truth. Look, I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody to talk to. I think you're a nice, attractive lady. Do you mind if I talk to you for a little while? He said, man, I really appreciate
I know this is.
said,
hey, wait, stop.
I didn't know to do that.
Hold up. This AB, huh?
Yep.
Now listen. What you saying is 100% right. But what if that motherfucker would have took a gun and just shot you as soon as you said, man, you inappropriate. Now, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm saying, did you think of that at all? No, I don't think you did.
To be honest with you, I did. The man is 74 years old.
Well, I'm not saying how old he is. You saying you thought of it?
I thought about, I didn't think about the gun part.
Okay, that's all I'm talking about right now. Just listen. I'm talking about selfish and conceited. I'm saying this, bro. You saw what you saw. But what you left out of this was that you saw that you had to handle it. You didn't have to protect this woman. You had to handle the situation, which meant you could not bogart. You could not have any aggression in your voice. You had to make sense, and you had to be calm and deliberate in everything you said. Because this motherfucker could take it the wrong way. I'm just saying, bro, you got to think about all of that. You did the right thing, and you did handle it, because even though you didn't think of this, you was very calm, and you said all the right things. That's why that brother reacted the way he did. Man, I'm so glad you opened your... Go ahead.
I didn't hear what you said.
I'm so...
and then let me finish the story. So then afterwards, he got ready to leave, and then at that point, I just
why the fuck do you want to finish the story? Church is on the move. Why do you want to finish the story? Why?
Okay. So then.
No, stop. Answer me, man. Why the fuck? Because you keep talking. Why the fuck do you want to finish the story? We get your point. We see what you're saying. So what the fuck are you going to prove by keeping going on with this bullshit?
The point I was going to say
Who gives a fuck what your point is? We already got it.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm saying is this, man. This is what you fucking educated motherfuckers do. You don't even believe in what you be saying. Because the only thing you want when you're talking is for somebody to get the point, the person you're talking to. And when that's done, no matter if it's halfway through your presentation or you have to go all the way through or into overtime, when that's done, you know to stop. Because you can talk yourself out of it just like you can talk yourself into it. You motherfuckers don't know that because you don't never do shit. Listen at you. If you know that, you would be quiet. But no, you're going to explain why you got to talk. Because you're a fucking student and you know all this stuff. So you want to let people know you know. Man, I don't give a fuck what you know. And I know you in school are doing some kind of shit right now. You can't tell me shit. You don't know shit because you don't look for the shit that you should be looking for. You look for motherfuckers that you can impress or tell or show whatever the fuck it is you know. This ain't the place for that shit. Ignorant motherfucker. You should have seen that by now. If you would be used to life No, you used to school where once you get someone's attention, it's like these filibuster motherfuckers. As long as you can talk, you cool. Man, fuck you. I don't care that you no student. You ain't learned shit. I didn't tell you to shut your fucking mouth several times. And you keep talking. I don't give a fuck what you know, man, about splitting some kind of atom. I give a fuck what you know about what we doing as men in life in real time. So there. Now, I'm out with you. 973, what's up?
Yo, bud, man, it's your boy from Jersey, Anonymous, man. You over here kicking that game again every day, even when you're mad. Love that dude. What's going on, OG?
Nothing, man. What's happening with you?
Man, I'm over here cooler, man. The first thing, I got 3 statements for you, then I got a question. I ain't about to waste your time. We're going to keep this train rolling, baby.
All right,
so
what's
first
up?
of all, your eye look better. your eye look better, man.
Hey, you the motherfucker told me about rubbing some shit on it.
That's all you did?
No, I'm asking you. Did you send me an email telling me about some shit? Maybe it wasn't you. Never mind. Go ahead.
Talking a lot of shit, you know, because I wanted to copy, but that was going to be my second thing. You ain't seen that thing yet, you know, but, you know, I fuck with you, bud, because that thing happened to your eye. So I said, all right, he probably...
What thing? What thing I haven't seen?
You said I wanted the copy of your second book. This the guy.
Hey, wait. Did you send me an email like I said?
I did, sir.
You ain't sent me no email because I sent everybody that sent me an email. Go ahead.
Hey, you're gonna have me screenshot this and send you an email. But I'll send it again, though. Ain't no big deal.
No, listen, it is a big deal. When I say that and it don't happen like I said, you need to hit me immediately. Because shit be going on, man. You guys act like you the only person I talk to. Come on, shit go on and it take my... Listen. I ain't complaining. I'm just saying you got to understand you ain't the only person I talk to. And people get me distracted on some other shit. And I forgot what I could be at the computer finna send you some shit. And then the phone ring and nigga get up and start whatever handling that. I forgot what I was doing. So soon as you realize I haven't done what I said, I'm talking to all y'all. I'm not talking to just you, 973. I'm just saying, as soon as you realize I haven't, hit me and let me know. Because I'm telling you, man, not only do I be busy, I'm 68, you motherfuckers. Come on, I'll be forgetting shit.
But Rosebud, I respect that because you said on the live stream the other day that you got bit by something. So I put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, he was treating his eye. So something happened. You know, I think about you, Rosebud. You know, I ain't put no pressure on you, baby. We good. But I'm gonna send that email again.
All right, do that. Come on, what's your question?
The second thing is,
that
brother you kicked off the show last week. It was funny as hell. That was your student, but man, I know you took that to heart because he embarrassed you. And he should have known better.
That was Paul Wright.
Man, but that was funny as hell.
That was Paul Wright, the dude I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy, man. But third thing, well, I'm gonna get straight to it. When did you? This is my question. When did you stop giving a fuck? And if you ever gave a fuck, did you ever feel yourself becoming weak when you needed to feel like you had to give a fuck?
To be honest, I don't really know when the words "I don't give a fuck" applied to how I was. But as a kid, I had so many complexes, man. My hair wouldn't grow. I didn't have the new clothes. My mama and them was crazy. They wouldn't let me stay out late. I mean, I had all kind of shit going against me as far as my image. Because all my friends was the opposite. But I was able to have the friends I had. Even though, I couldn't do all that shit. And once I was able to have those friends, it exposed me to a whole bunch of people from all across wherever that thought like my friends thought, and they would say some shit to me. Nigga, why you ain't never out? You know, and I would tell, man, whatever I would tell them, I would sig on their motherfucking ass. You know, man, I ain't out because I don't want to be around your motherfucking ass because you stink. You know, I might say some shit like that. You know, but in reality, I ain't out.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So my point is, I grew up able to offset whatever somebody thought with a quip, some kind of smart remark. I'm telling you, I could have been a comedian for real, but that wasn't my thing. That wasn't my thing. I would just talk about people. I would just talk about their clothes, their mama, their dad, their hair, their teeth. Yeah, I would just talk. We used to call it singing, and we would walk home singing on each other. And at lunch, we would eat our lunch singing on each other. And then sometime, you know, since I was the capper, I would cap on you, and you would say something that was kind of funnier than what I said. And we still walking home, but now I got the cap on you again, because usually I cap on you, I cap on Mike, I cap on Stan, I cap on everybody. It's just a thing. But now I capped on you, and you didn't like it. You didn't like it. So you capped back. And now we capping on each other as we walking home. And what I'm saying is the nigga might say some shit to hurt your motherfucking feelings. But man, I mean, you might get mad at that motherfucker for saying it, but you can't give a fuck. You can't, because if you stop singing and want to fight, you lost. Even if you win the fight. So hey, I'm being real with you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The shit that I'm telling you is not just shit that we think. It's shit that we did. It's shit that we lived. It's shit that made us believe we could go to the next level. Because you know, from third grade to fourth grade is a progression. If fourth to sixth is the progression. Now, people normally think first to sixth is elementary school. Well, back when I was a kid, I don't know what they be thinking now, but first to sixth is elementary school. Seventh to ninth is junior high, and 10th to 12th is high school. That was our progression. But now motherfuckers be progressing way quicker. What we had to wait till we was in the sixth grade to think, the motherfuckers in the second and third grade thinking them today. You understand what I'm saying?
That was going to come to my next question. Did you feel like you got fast-tracked because you hung around those older guys? You feel like you got fast-tracked in life?
No, I don't think I got fast-tracked in life. I think I got clarity in life. I think I understood what my choices were more than the person that had the same choices. They didn't really think about their choice. I had obstacles, bro. Listen to me, man. Anything you did in my house, you getting a whooping. And if my motherfucking father heard anything I did and I wasn't at home, he would come find me and he'd beat my ass right there in front of my friends. Man, I had to deal with all that shit. And I still was an asshole. I still used to go out. But my brother Gip, he was 15 times worse. I don't give a goddamn what daddy said. This nigga didn't give a fuck. He finna do it. If he wanted to do it, he was doing it. Then he'd come home and he just, you know, Pops gonna beat his ass. He just standing, come on, nigga, hurry up, because I'm sleepy. He didn't say that shit, but that was his attitude. Pops used to try to kill this nigga. And Gip was my fucking hero, because he never broke. He never fucking broke. He just would take that ass That nigga would take that. Hey, listen. Let's say he did something at school today, and he came home and Pops beat his motherfucking ass, nigga. You know, woo woo. And then this nigga want to go somewhere that night, and he can't go. This nigga would sneak out the window. Pops just beat his ass earlier. This nigga didn't care, man. John, when I hit the window, make sure you open it. Okay, Gil. Man, my life was not what you think it might have been, bro. I had so many fucking restrictions that I could not do. It was just, man. Hey, 313, I see you, man. Hold on. You got anything else, bro?
No, we Gucci, boy. Good chopping it up with you, man. Listen, I'm gonna send that email again.
Hey, you know it, man, and I got you too. Hey, 313, what's up?
What's up, Professor? This Ride Grip.
Ride, what's happening, bro?
I'm loving it, man. I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
Everything is going good with me, man. You got a question?
Yeah. I just got a thought. I believe like some callers or people like Paul, right? They take your words too literally in your teachings instead of taking what applies to them and applying it.
Well, okay, I can see that. I can see that, right? But see, that's not my concern. My concern is, why didn't you have something to say about Marcus that was on here? He was a student too.
I didn't get into.
Okay, you didn't hear him. Okay, you didn't hear him. But listen, what I'm saying is this to you and everybody else. Man, if you do it, you do it. As far as, go through SWU, I'm going to be hard on you. I'm going to give you your A if you earn it. But I'm not going to give a fuck once you graduate because I can't control what you're doing. And that motherfucking Paul Wright, he just was a punk. And he just started doing some sucker shit and he never checked himself. That nigga Marcus, he started out getting weak too at first. But he saw it and he checked himself because he called me just like Paul did. He called me and we talked about it. And he decided that he wasn't standing up. And then he decided to stand up. And the motherfucker ain't needed to call me no more except to, let me know where he at. But it's the same shit. They both learned the same shit. They both got A's. But one of them motherfuckers did what I told them, which was you got to continue this shit after you graduate. You can't graduate and then sit around like whatever, everything finna come to you. He was lazy. Marcus was a go-getter. Just like your motherfucking ass. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Them goddamn diplomas came in, bro.
Right on.
So, and I'm gonna pick up all the embroidered shit tomorrow. So that means I'm mailing that shit out Monday. Let them know, man.
Hey, son, I'm going to say it right there. Let me just say one more thing, and I'm going to get off. I believe people putting limits on themselves, too, after they get this game. They limit it to, what you teach is instead of applying it to multiple aspects of their being.
Hey, Gerard, listen to me. Not only are you right, you got to understand growth. Motherfuckers, it ain't for everybody. You could pay for it 3 times. And if it ain't for you, you just ain't gonna get it 3 times. The motherfucker that get it is the motherfucker to do what you doing. Take it all away. It ain't no limits. Whatever you thinking, because you thinking, you're doing the shit we learn to think about. And it don't matter what it's, if it's for work or if it's for a picnic. We critically think, and we make sure everything we do is lining up to what we want. And that's the difference. That is the difference. And I don't give a fuck how many people know what I just said. If you ain't got the keys to doing it, when it comes to you, you're going to do like that Paul Wright did. You're going to just let it handle you. All right, Gerard, I appreciate you, man.
Right on, bud.
314, what's up? 332, 332, you got off. I was just going to say, I see you. 314, what's happening?
What's up, OG? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. What's going on?
This Soldier 100, first time calling in. Just want to say I appreciate all the information. I can understand everything you're telling me. That's why I know I got to get in your school. My question is, I'm pretty level-headed, young but old school. I'm 36 years old, and I can pull a chick. I'm confident talking to any woman, and I have had maybe like up to 3 or 4 different women in my rotation. I'm trying to find out, how do I maintain my principles, like, because it always, like, basically they'll give me money, they'll do what I ask them to do, like cook.
Hey, check this out. Check this out, man. Can you stop with all this explaining shit and just ask your fucking question?
Yes, sir. How do I stay focused on what I'm supposed to do when they start feeling like they just want me all to themselves? And I already explained to them that
Hey, stop. Right there. First and foremost, if they don't want you to themselves, you ain't shit. Second, you're going to have to continue to explain it because they're going to continue to want you to themselves. And it's going to periodically come up and cause a problem, and you're supposed to be ready for it. Otherwise, it ain't shit. It's part of having bitches.
Okay.
How about that? That's good enough?
So, yeah, what's the best way to deal with it? Because
bro, stop. If I want a motherfucker to bring me some corn, and they bring it, then I want a motherfucker to bring me some corn in like 15 seconds, but they bring it in 25 seconds. What's the best way to deal with it? That's on you. There's no best way to deal with it, as long as you get what the fuck you want. What I'm saying, man, there is no exact. What I'm saying, as long as you have something as far as what you want. Otherwise, man, when I tell this bitch to bring me some corn, I expect this corn in 15 seconds. Now, the bitch ain't hear you say that. You ain't got no watch. You ain't timing this bitch. But if that's what you expect, that's what you expect. But you know something could happen, and it might take 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Automatically, you got that in your head too, because it's not about 15 seconds. It's about quickly. You can say, bring me my shit, and I want it quickly. And the bitch take a minute or 2 minutes, because that's quickly to her. But no, to you, quickly is what you think. And as long as it's somewhere around that, accept what you think has been met.
Right. Because sometimes you can go overboard.
That's what I'm saying. You motherfuckers so used to faking that you don't know, you don't respect reality. 332, what's up? 314, you still on? Just hold on. Come on, 332.
Yeah, so man, I had to come back in because I heard Gerard. He's apparently he a graduate. That's what's up, man. Another graduate. And I need my diploma, by the way. What I really wanted to say is these brothers got no imagination.
Wait. Wait, stop. You said you need your diploma. What do you mean you need your diploma?
I ain't never ordered.
Who is
this Marcus? This Marcus again.
Oh, this Marcus.
I'll tell you my number, man.
Oh, this fucking Marcus. All right, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, outside of thinking about pussy, these brothers have no imagination. Like they'll say, oh, if you ask them, yeah, you handling your business, they're gonna tell you this. oh yeah, I got the little trucking thing started up. Well, everybody got the little trucking thing started up. Oh yeah, I'm running a little store or something. Like, everybody doing that. Everybody doing the online shopping thing. What are you doing that's unique? None of these brothers can answer. They ain't doing, because they got no individuality, man. So what you sticking to them, they're not gonna be receptive to, unless it's talking about getting a woman. And even still, they're gonna stutter over that. So it's, you know,
Marcus, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
When's the last time you went out looking for a woman?
Last year, and that was around the time I called you. I don't go out and do that because I got too much other shit to do. If I see somebody that I like, cool, or I find attractive, cool. But what do I get out of going out and actively searching? All I gotta do is step on my front door.
Hey, wait. That's enough. That's enough. Hey, you guys, it's power in learning this shit I got. Because if you don't hear the power in the conversation this motherfucker have, then you just denying you're in a state of denial. Can I
ask him a question?
Go ahead.
Were you born with the woman that you're supposed to? Were you born with the woman or the women that you're supposed to date and encounter? Were you born out of the same womb as them, or were you born just you? You know, that should answer the question right there. You. It's about you. When you look in the mirror, you don't see two. You see you. I don't get it.
Hey, Marcus, listen. You don't supposed to get it because you already have been inoculated. This bullshit is a disease. And if you get any part of it, it's going to enter your system and fuck you up. You ain't never supposed to get this shit. You always supposed to but just state how you don't get it and the reasons you don't get it. And let me tell you, man.
Well, I found Mother Nature's way to the right way, so I think I'm cool. You know, I went about it the natural way. I got it how I needed to get it.
Let me tell you,
somebody who knew it.
You did it naturally after you got it from somebody who knew it. Marcus, you did it synthetically. You did it synthetically when you fuck with me, you know. And then once you got it from me, you realized it was just on you still. But this time you've been away from a nigga, you didn't use it all. You didn't made yourself think the way you learned you should think. You didn't did the things that make you have the confidence to know that what you thinking is right. I don't give a fuck if I get what I want right now or not. What I'm saying is I'm still thinking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to go ahead and go. I really don't want to wait. Anyway, this is the last thing I'm going to say. You know, it's like when you, just like you said, it's a disease. It's like when you sick versus when you get better. There's a total difference. And put that metaphor to y'all personality and see how it takes. All right, I gotta get out of here.
Hey man, for sure, man. 8859, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. What's happening with you? What's happening, man?
Man, Tola, man, loving this shit, man. Loving how you kick the game to the young niggas. I ain't got no question on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
In, man, let you know.
Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate me, but if you ain't got no question, I want to get back to what I, got to say. If it's all right.
Do your thing.
All right, I appreciate you though, bro. Thank you. Listen to me. I don't really believe, you guys understand that it's easier said than done. It's easier to say you're gonna do some shit than to do it. Good game for any man is priceless. But what makes the shit good? Because somebody said it? Do you want to know what's worth more than good game? Knowing how to use it. knowing when to use it. And in either case, using it the correct way. You know, young men who actually studied the game with me are doing the do, just like you hear. And I'm not talking about the pimp shit, I'm talking about the game. Game is what you know and what you use as far as using what you know to live. And like I'm saying, they're not copying me or letting me, you know, tell them how to be pimps. They're out in the mix according to what their lives are about because they believe in themselves. They don't believe and there's a such thing as becoming a rapper. We all see people become rappers all the time, but how many motherfuckers go out and buy all that goddamn shit and ain't doing nothing but fake? You can't fake it being a man. And you heard my nigga Marcus say he doing a lot of shit because he learned how to believe in him motherfucking self. That motherfucker and other motherfuckers that I fuck with is on the same streets that you all claim that's so fucking dangerous. And they are. But real motherfuckers don't sweat that shit. That's little shit to them. This nigga, matter of fact, Marcus, last I talked to him, he was in New York. You know, living this shit. Motherfuckers are fucking me go out there and get the real game. Fucking with me only prepares you to receive real life street game. If you don't fuck with me, you're gonna go out there and get killed. But if you fuck with me, you're gonna go out there and act like you had 12 hoes before and you're already a monster. Then you just believe in you. I'm doing something else now. You ain't even gotta say you was out there like that. They just gonna think it. I'm talking about if you go out and get the game with the game I lace you with, you're able to see real shit. I can only tell you how to drive. You still got to get in the car and put it in drive and navigate them damn roads. On your own. Can't take what I said and do it. You cannot tell motherfucking HD to play the Boss Hall or Quentin or Young Ramsey to Pete or any of them motherfuckers that I fuck with. You can't tell none of them any of the bullshit you be talking about. You just can't. And once again, I've dedicated all my videos to men, not pimps, to men. It's one thing in my life I did that I'm like ashamed of. I was a major part of what ultimately was the undoing of the fucking game. Now, it was not any of our intentions, nor was it the producer's intentions either. But that documentary, American Pimp, is directly responsible for the influx of so many unqualified people getting in the game. Now, if you go back, you'll see, you can go back to the Mac, and there was a no influx of undesirable people in the game. You could go back to Superfly. I'm just saying that was because Goldie and Superfly, whatever, Prince or whatever his fucking name was, had ups and downs, and all the other motherfucking dangers of the game was represented. But American Pimp showed success. That's all it showed. Dre did go to jail, but that didn't really show the negative side of the game. Now, don't get me wrong. Jail is negative, no matter how you want to motherfucking look at it. But we all in American Pimp shine so brightly that none of us really represented or spoke of the pitfalls that's in this game. So it was like inviting scary ass motherfuckers in. And that's a big reason I kick this game as I do. I don't want you in the game if you ain't really supposed to. You're going to get killed. Now, 641, what's up? $641, what's going on?
Yeah, Buck, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just tuned in, and I wanted to ask you a question.
Come on.
Why is it that a lot of P's back in the day they use Kane? Why is it that Kane was always in the mix?
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Because before any of the bullshit, cocaine was a elitist drug. It was a drug that didn't nobody understand but people with money. No one really understood cocaine to be what it was as far as when it was first used. Sherlock Holmes, all them kind of intellectual motherfuckers used cocaine. So some kind of, I don't know exactly when or how, but some kind of way, pimps start associating them having money with doing what them elite motherfuckers do. You know, we ain't finna shoot no goddamn dope. We finna like snort it, whatever. So we buy some cane and we snort it because, you know, we just blowing cane. And for a long time, that's all you did with cane was blow it. Nobody shot cane. I mean, there were cocaine shooters, but nobody shot cane. They shot speed if they wanted that, blah, blah, blah. Cocaine was a strictly elite type drug until you know, the pimps got to it and started making it a part of their lives because we're elite to us. We do what elite motherfuckers do, you know, so except for when we do it, it's using drugs. When them Peckerwoods do it, when them Peckerwoods do it, they just doing what they do.
Yeah. I hear what you mean.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta ask you something.
517, I'm gonna get you in a minute. Go ahead, ask me.
What was your influence on that?
On drugs?
On that, Kane.
Cocaine? What do you mean, what was my influence?
Yeah, I mean, how was it? Were you around it, or?
Man, let me tell you something, bro. When I was a kid, well, 9th grade, 10th grade, we would get, because my brother-in-law was the man. We would get some cocaine, you know, and we put it all on our gums, you know, and we sniffing and shit. But we thought once we did that, we was fly. We had to, you know, we wasn't pimps, but you know, me and my boys, we was fly. We was finna catch a broad, you know, we was finna kiss her and all. We was, oh man, it was like that. So cocaine for me was like a not an aphrodisiac, but it was sort of like would put you in the mood to go fuck with women. That's what it did for us.
Okay.
We never did it for the high. We really never did it for the high. Yeah. We did it because of whatever we thought cocaine was.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Cool.
One more. All right.
Come on, man. I got 517 waiting.
Oh yeah. And what was your your getaway from that? What made you, quit, Eric? I don't know.
I had something else to do, man. I knew if I wanted to quit pimping, I had to quit everything I was doing. I had to move. I had to stop fucking with them niggas. I had to quit trying to be, hanging out. I had to quit wanting to go out at night because I had my daughter to take care of, man. She was 6 months old, man. She was 6 months old. I wasn't going to take her. What really tripped me out was I was handling that shit. And people call me, my daughter may be like a year and a half or 2 years old. She just now saying different things. My partners call me, man, you better get here, man. We get here, man. They was in New York. And I really wasn't getting it. And I was by myself taking care of my daughter. And I said, shit, I'm going to go. I packed up, left a bunch of shit in that house, gave my neighbors the food table, all that bullshit. And I left. When I get in the car, I'm telling you, this really happened. I get in the car. I'm getting ready to put it in drive so I can leave LA and go to Vallejo. No, excuse me. To leave LA and get on the road. And I look back there and say, you ready to go, baby? She in her car seat in the back. And she said, yeah, Daddy. And I get ready to put the car in drive and something came over me. I could not put it in drive. I sat there and I tripped out and I looked at my girl. And I said, man, I can't uproot her and take her where the money is every time I hear, there's some money. And right then, I'm telling you, I swear, that's when I decided to get all the way out the game. I put my car in drive because I had already left this house. I had fucked it off. I put my car in drive and I drove to Vallejo, which is where I'm from, and started the quest that I'm on now. That's real.
Wow.
That's real. That's
right,
real,
man.
man. Hey, for sure, bro. Hey, you know what, man? Thinking about shit like that is very therapeutic. Because I'm serious, that's a big reason why I'm so honest and so raw and so mean when it comes to talking about this shit. If I would have held close to the tradition of not telling anyone about this game, it would not be fucked up like it is, because you guys don't know this, but American Pimp came out in like 99. It did not stop showing on premium channels to like 2008 or 2009. And what I'm saying about that is that I don't care what movie you can think of. I don't give a fuck who the actors, the greatest, whoever. There has never been any type of movie that stayed on for 10 years. Premium channels. Some premium channel is playing this motherfucker for 10 years. This motherfucking film fucking had damn near 1 billion people watching it. And it was not supposed to be this. The people that really made it what it is are the people that rent videos. And they just rented it and rented it. It never was in. It just stayed rented. Now, you might not know. None of you might know that it actually did that. From 98 to 2009, I think it was. But what it did was overexpose the luxuries that I and all who truly pimped earned. And we made it look so attractive that fools were like allowed in. But the real culprit was that goddamn crack cocaine, because if so many pimps would not have been taken out of the game, behind that shit, they would have been on the scene to run them fake motherfuckers off. But they weren't. They weren't there. I wasn't there because I was, already retired. So these fakes come on the scene, faking, and our precious game got destroyed. Now, when you think of shit and don't have the answers at that moment, it becomes a concern. Now, once you realize that concern, and once you realize that concern, and you don't utilize the things you learned in your life to handle it, something, that was a concern becomes a problem. And that's how most of you deal with shit you think of. You wait until it becomes a problem before you tackle it to solve. See, it's not a problem because with me, I don't really care. I'm handling it, whatever it is. But I wonder if you paid attention to the statement that I made about real sayings. I mean, real sayings from the street have been taken and just been abused. And I even okay, I talked about this before. You guys probably go fucking couldn't hate on me, but what I'm saying is I remember this song was talking about pretty is what pretty does. Now, I don't know if you know, I forget the name of the artist or whoever it was. But he said pretty is, he said it's sort of like pretty is what pretty does. And that's why you're gonna always be pretty to me. Something like that. I don't really know what it was. But he said pretty is what pretty does. That's why it's, you're gonna always be pretty to me. Something like that. But pretty is what pretty does has nothing to do with looks. Well, it does. But it really has more to do with keeping your eye on the prize when you have a fine ass bitch. So what I'm saying is the most often way a pimp used pretty is what pretty does was defending the fact that he knows that just because a broad is fine don't mean she will pay well. And by the same token, a big bitch, a big ugly bitch, that you know what I'm saying, ain't what the normal say fine is can pay like she weigh. So a pretty bitch paying you crumbs, otherwise bitch weigh 110, paying you that kind of shit. As ugly as they come, especially when a motherfucking goddamn big ass bitch who weigh 340 paying you like that. I'm just saying it's all about how you look at shit, man, when you're really in the game. Because the game has no written, it has written shit, I guess. But it has no firm rules. 314, I saw you just pop up. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, OG? So, basically, from what you're saying, I'm getting that you're saying, basically, you always got to be prepared, like you told us, and be proactive, like, kind of like in several layers, so that, like, basically, like, think about this happened, I got something for that. If this happened, I got something for that. Is that what you're saying?
In a way, man, but that it kills me. But what you talking about is critical thinking. You can't think, you know what? I'm gonna wake up and catch me a bitch. You can't think that without thinking all the way to catching her. Some motherfucker would think, I'm gonna wake up and catch a bitch, and that's all they gonna think. Then they gonna go out and think they're gonna catch a bitch. No, the motherfucker that say, I'm gonna, catch me a bitch. So what I'm finna do is groom my motherfucking ass and make sure I look good. He's in the mirror, he doing all this and that. Then I'm gonna put on this little fit. You know what I'm saying? He make sure he got this look, and if he walking, he gonna say I'm putting on these comfortable ass motherfucking shoes so I don't get my feet don't hurt because I'm gonna be down for like 12 hours. You thinking all this shit before you even walk out the door.
Right. Okay.
You feel me, man?
So basically, yeah. Do you write? Well, obviously, I think I heard you saying it before. So you actually write this stuff down, and like, well, not now because you already got everything, all the game, but you write it down and you like go over it till it's in you. Then that way you ain't got to do it no more. Like,
well, bro, listen. What I do, or what I used to do, was write this shit down. Not because I was, writing it down. I used to write it down because it was some fly shit I thought. But since I had wrote it down, and after I, had grown a little bit, I started seeing the same fly shit I was saying as some real tenets, some real things that you really need to do in order to become. And that's, all of this creates where I'm coming from as far as my belief in Sidewalk University. I don't say shit because it sounds good. Whatever I say, I put that street twist to it so it sounds hella fly, but I'll let you know. You gotta learn this shit. The shit is not coming to you because you heard it.
okay. This is my last question. I know you said when you're dealing with women, obviously you got to deal with them differently, but they have to go through the same. I'm asking, do you put them through the same process? Like,
bro,
it don't matter who's fine,
stop. Hold on 1 second. I just bought this car. Hold on, this is my daughter. I just bought this car. Hello, Lena. I'm doing the video. Say whatever quick. Okay, listen. Bro, what I'm saying is this. I'm not changing shit for a bitch. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm going to be the same motherfucker with every bitch. But there's different ways. Okay. Listen, man. There's different ways to be that same motherfucker. What I'm saying is you could be 16 of that same motherfucker.
That's right. Okay. That's right.
Okay. As long as you understand that, we good.
I bet. I appreciate it.
You know it. So the thing about me, fellas, that young motherfucker that hardly understand what I was saying. But what I'm saying is, I'm this guy. I'm representing this nice guy. The word nice is what we're focusing on. So, okay, it seems like I said, okay, girl, go ahead on. You can do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm easy going. But I could be this easy going motherfucker and I could say, goddamn, bitch, you kind of went too far. What the fuck is up with you with that shit, man? What kind of motherfucker you think you actually gonna do some shit or say some shit like that? You must have me twisted. Now, what I'm saying is this. There's hella ways for me to be that motherfucker. Hella ways. So what I'm saying is, you don't change for a bitch. But the way you handle showing that bitch who you are can change. None of it's punk, but I'm saying some of it's nice, some of it's rough, some of it's understanding, and some of it don't want to hear shit. I'm saying, it's up to you which, whether you want to roll with that. Now, sayings. I mentioned that shit earlier. Sayings are ways for you, me, Bill, Harold, Eric, all of us to not have to live next door to each other, then we could be a group, then we understand the same thing because we understand that saying. Motherfucker gotta be down for his. Now, I told you we speak English. That can mean all kind of shit. But to the motherfucker that, the niggas I just met, it mean that what I was talking about earlier is on and cracking and we doing it tonight. I'm just saying, man. Sayings are what they are. They are not meant to be used with no regards to the meanings behind the words. The words that make that saying actually mean something. No, you want to take it and make it not mean shit. Because you want every white boy, every fucking Indian, every fucking goddamn Greek motherfucker to hear these words and be able to use them and interpret them to whatever the fuck they want them to interpret to, so that they can use. Man, come on, man. Yeah, that's why I fuck one of you motherfuckers. Okay, wait. No, forgive me. I'm not even into that shit. See, the women who claim to be hoes, they're missing what I'm saying. They don't know these things. The dudes that claim to be pimps, they're missing this shit. They don't have a goal of being with the top flight pimp and representing that pimp on the track. Hoes today do not have that aspiration. If a hoe thought she had a chance to get with a top pimp, she showed up. She let that motherfucking nigga see she was down, and when that nigga would ride by or when the nigga got at her or anything like that, she, if it was time because she got the money and shit, she gonna choose. If you don't give hoes this idolized view of pimps, then you don't let them chase after that, she's gonna lose interest in hoeing. I'm not talking about hoes. I'm not talking about pimps. I'm saying, what about being a man? Excuse me. And she's gonna be lose interest in being your woman if you're not progressive with what you're doing. If she's representing you as your woman and you guys are in the same fuck, I wish I don't have no warrant, goddammit. You guys are in the same place you was in 2 years ago, she gonna get bored. Progression. That's what it's about. So what I'm saying is this. They can continue to be women. They can continue to do some of the things, blah, blah, blah. But that's all she gonna do. Because she's missing what drives her. To hoes, it's a pimp, and to women, it's a man. All she sees today are dudes playing dress up and not even doing that right. Dudes dressing up like they in the streets. Dudes dressing up like they have some sort of program. She get to see firsthand how little the so-called men of today believe in being men. Because you guys today blast all over Facebook how much you believe in being a rapper or this red pill or these different versions of how to be, men, all involving lying, telling the bitch this, that, and the other, or deeming this one ain't shit because of, her whatever past or whatever. I remember I didn't fuck with bitches that had horrible passes. That was 20 years ago, you motherfucker. I ain't living in the past, bitch, as long as you don't show me none of that shit now. God damn. You guys, I be having bitches. I'm telling them, they be calling. Damn, I'm making a video right now. I gotta call you back. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, yeah, I did send you a hell of a text this morning. All right, I'll call you back when I'm finished. All right. So my thing is, not only do you motherfuckers not care about what you represent as men, I mean, you don't realize that this woman see this weakness in you. She has to listen to you front. She has to listen to you asking for this real woman to do this or that for you. Now, this shit is demoralizing to women. And especially a hoe. She considering being down for you and you just like so non-representative, you just ask. Well, when you gonna break me off? When we gonna break bread together? It's so demoralizing. But what is this woman going to be down for? I'm talking about this woman got a good job. She has whatever she has. You got a good job too. You got whatever you got going on. And you say, look, baby, I want you to be down for me in this regard. And you explain it to her. What is that you're going to explain? Or are you going to say, I just want a broad that's going to be down for me? That's so weak. That's nothing. You have to be specific. That means you have to think about what the fuck you want being down for you to mean. Okay. Okay. Some motherfuckers who they ain't even sure enough to go for what they think in one field. I mean, some niggas who want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. That's what they want. What makes a woman even want to be this man's woman? If you want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Well, of course, you might keep a job and you might be able to keep rent paid. But you'd be a boring motherfucker to a bitch that can see what I'm saying. Every bitch can't see it, though. They can't. What? Well, not what. Today, you got very few women because there's very few. Well, wait. You have very few stand-up women because there's very few stand-up men. Back in my day, 2 + 2 always equals 4. That's because we was counting in base 10, and that is no difference. You motherfuckers will never be the motherfuckers that you idolize, such as myself or Kay or Philma, because of your lack of faith in what you believe. And I ain't talking about, every one of you motherfuckers out there. I'm sure there's, some of y'all that's cool. But those of you who know I'm not talking to you, you should hear this shit and get pissed off. You should get pissed off enough to do what we did. I'm telling you, we smashed a pretender. That motherfucker could not be in the game because we knew he or she would eventually fuck the game up. And I'm real when I say this. So I'm not trying to change nobody's view of me. I mean, of course, I want you to think I'm a good guy. I don't give a fuck. I'm real. I can give a fuck. I just want you to learn that you have to believe in some shit. And the best shit to start believing in is what the fuck you think. Oh, I'm looking at that computer. You gotta believe in what you think. You can't. Well, wait. First of all, you gotta stop being a liar. You gotta stop lying to yourself. Because if you don't stop lying to your motherfucking self, you ain't gonna never, be able to do what I'm talking about. Because you have to trust what you think in order to do what I'm talking about. And if you know you a big old motherfucking liar, you know that you ain't hardly gonna believe shit you think. So, that's just some shit I thought I'd bring up. I'm finna go shave. I'm finna go handle my motherfucking, okay. It's only 1 o'clock. I'm finna go handle my business. I want all you to know that I am so appreciative of how you're responding to me now. You guys are actually starting to see what I'm saying. And there's one thing I want you to take with you. Go back 8 years, I don't care how many years, and look at my videos. My shit ain't changed. This shit does not change. It enhances and it improves with time. But it ain't fucking changing. All right, I'm gone. Love you, motherfuckers.